People know him for his way of thinking outside the box. People know him for his knowledge on Oriental philosophies and cultures. You may not know his name, but you may recognize the V inverted triangle. Here is the giant of man's story that started with a dream to love. Dato Patrick Tan is the founder of Visiber. He is a senior professional magician as well as the trainer of American National Federation of Neuro-Linguistic Programming. Since his childhood days, Dato Patrick Tan has developed a very strong interest in exploring the connections between human and his environment.
In my young age time, I was involved in a lot of this kind of pro-psychology or cognitive science that I actually want to find the real meaning of life.
This eventually led him to the journey of in-depth discoveries in religious studies, astrology and metaphysics. He traveled to India and Tibet, where he met and studied with many gurus and prominent masters of Vedic astrology, numerology and tantric ritual. His journey then continued to Taiwan, where he studied Chinese numerology, and afterwards to Canada to further his studies and to broaden his views of the Western country. But what inspired him most is magic. Magic has inspired him to the seeking of knowledge that will provide a breakthrough for the mind.
To be magician behind the philosophy is actually to see what actually humans can do by using their mind to believe something that will be happen. So in magic, that I actually learned a philosophy behind that is nothing is impossible. Magic actually gives me a lot of funds where I actually can dedicate these funds and actually we're using these feelings of magic, proudness, to share with others and making people happy. That is my purpose. I'm learning magic.
Visiber would not have been born if the co-founder Dato David Hew had not met him.
The biggest turning point in my life came in 2003 when I first encountered and met my mentor and teacher, Dato Patrick Tan. His philosophical belief inspired me, and that basically formed the basis and foundation of the company that we both co-founded. Company's name is Visiber, basically based on what we call vision and number, the combination of the two.
Starting the business from a humble beginning in a small unit that served both as a company and as a warehouse, the growth of this company is evident that it had no intention of slowing down. It soon expanded from a jewelry company that fuses numerical analysis with behavioral and environmental studies to a corporation with diversified businesses expanding into the fields of education, food and beverage, public relations and advertising, as well as publishing. Today, it has established branch offices throughout Malaysia with over 70,000 registered members, and its yearly turnover exceeded hundreds of millions of ringgit. In 2008, the company won the Asia Pacific Entrepreneurship Award for Outstanding Entrepreneurship. Dato Patrick has one famous motto. He says, "Life's true value is defined by the number of lives influenced."
If you ask me about why today that we have received so many recognition in the market and people understand us, I will say one thing: because we give the wisdom, we give the method. That is where we come from, and we want to give more to the society to increase their wisdom.
For years, under the leadership of Dato Patrick, Visiber Group has been upholding the concept of contributing to where we grow.
And my leadership is major in focusing, and focusing is very important to understand, because when you actually can focus, that you can raise more time to actually be awareness and mindfulness on what you do. And my leadership based on these three philosophies, where mindfulness, awareness, this is part of our management, and another one is the giving. The more we give, the more we receive.
In 2007, a charitable body named 57 Foundation was formed. Together with his team, Dato Patrick has involved in many corporate social responsibility activities, especially activities that are related to education campaigns, donations and welfares for the underprivileged groups. The Visiber conglomerate donates over 100,000 ringgit annually to dialysis centers, Tiratana Welfare Home and a large number of Tibetan monasteries in Qinghai. During the aftermath of the Yushu earthquake, the corporation had responded promptly to the appeal of the Yushu Earthquake Relief Fund.
Our organization, I still keep the practice we call it the Dharma management. Dharma management doesn't talk much on how much you benefit or how much your personal interest will involve. The important is the more you earn, the more you need to share.
With this spirit of selflessness, both founding fathers of Visiber, Dato Patrick Tan and Dato David Hew, were granted the honor of Datoship by the Sultan of Pahang as a recognition and appreciation of their contributions to social welfare. Dato Patrick is inspired by numerous Dharma gurus since childhood. At present, he is still actively involved in organizing Dharma talks and empowerments given by prominent masters. He also conducts self-development seminars regularly for company staff and members, as well as leading them in the monthly practice of releasing lives.
I met Dato Patrick in the Selangor in Kuala Lumpur. He was that time very helpful to my monastery. That's a special emergency for my monastery. So I visit here, so he's very helpful to my monastery for providing the monastery, the roles of fooding. So since then we met and then we talk each other and we know each other, and then he's very good in especially good in Buddhist knowledge and especially in Tibetan, the Vajrayana, the education. So since then I was very happy to meet him, and then I got also some experience from him.
It is his curiosity to learn and his underlying perseverance that brought him to his current success, and his insights made him exceptionally brilliant. With his rather warm attitude towards life, Dato Patrick once said, "If you give, the more you give, the more you will receive in return." If you asked him why, he would just reply, "One's compassion is immeasurable, so acts of charity should be limitless too. It's simple, I just give back to where I've taken. And I just want everyone to be happy and be free from sufferings. I want children to have a better future."